What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Anthony Sain Show. This is, of course, your host, Anthony Sain. Here with my man, Kenny Stubblefield, man, on the other side of the World Wide Web. We are here, man. Episode 123 is in the building. Man, I got my guy, Rusty Whitten, is joining us today from the Two Sports Show.
Rusty Buckets, baby.
Rusty Buckets in the building, man.
Two worlds collide, man.
Yeah,
what are we talking?
He's not a member of the he's not a member of the bloodline yet.
He might need to be a member of the bloodline.
Yeah, he's not in the chat, man. He might wake up in the morning with the invite, man.
Oh shit.
He might wake up. Yeah, he might wake up.
I need to text him right now and say, go to sleep, man. Go to sleep. so the morning comes quickly.
Yeah, I'm going to shoot me an invite, man. Invite him to the prestigious Bluff City bloodline for my boy.
Let's not go any further. Let's keep it low key, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You saying don't invite him, bro?
No, invite him, but let's not talk about the bloodline. What stays in the
yeah, we even tell y'all that go down in that group chat, man. I ain't gonna tell you who all in that joint, man. But
like, it's like Illuminati, like, man. It's like real shit goes down.
We got the elusive exclusive the Discord, you know what I'm saying, where you can find pictures of the Mississippi Petty Hardaway show.
That might go down as the story of 2024. The fact that
so wild, bro. I'm looking at it like, bro, what am I reading, bro? Like, and then it was like, like we get updates of people like, oh yeah, Petty's got he's got about eight more left to recover. Like,
no, he's got 20 left to recover.
Yeah, I know. I didn't want to give out exact numbers.
But my bad. I'll delete that out.
But yeah, we got the Discord that you guys can join for $4.99. We ain't shit free out here, bro. You know, anything free, it ain't worth tuning into. Being real with you, we ain't doing it free, man. But you know, we do got the $4.99 Discord. Y'all can join that joint.
Hey, I sent you a text, by the way. Check your text. We're in the middle of watching the Colorado game, and you were looking for that Travis Hunter catch.
Yeah.
Look at your phone. I want an instant reaction from you.
What the? No, bro. What did man just do?
Yeah, exactly. He's a problem. Travis Hunter is a problem, bro.
Hey, that man cold on top of cold, bro. Damn. All right, that was sick, bro.
The fact, and he's played like over 100 snaps already in elevation in Colorado. It's crazy.
It's still going crazy. Well, yeah, man. We are watching that game. The score is 31-26. 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. We're watching that game as it watching it unfold before our eyes. My kid Gabe had a game today as well.
Yeah,
it's against some unsuspecting schmoes. I don't know. This poor collection of children they were playing against. Another win for the home team, 20-8. The game got a weather delay, man. Because
breaking news, we had some rain today, man.
Yeah, man. We had a little lightning, you know what I'm saying, delay or whatever. So Gabe's team I had to work tonight, right? One of my many hustles, bro. So I had to work tonight, and the game started at 5:30.
Right.
I had to be to work to about 6:30. And Gabe's game is like 12 minutes from where I was. I had it planned out, man. I was gonna be able to watch at least the first half, most of the game. I was gonna be able to watch it. Then his mom's like, "Oh, the game got a lightning delay," and it just kept getting kicked back. And by the time it was time for me to leave, he just said, "Okay, the kids are clear," and the kids got to walk to the field. So I got to see that part. I got to see that part, but yeah, I didn't see any of the game. But shout out to Gabe's mom for keeping me with instant text updates of all the touchdowns. I said, Stephanie, do you understand the rules of what you're watching? She said, no, not at all. Because the flag football was confusing.
Right.
And there's like certain rules, you know, they're playing on a much bigger field. They're playing on a full field as opposed to a half field. So the rules are a little different, you know, for flag. So, I mean, with flag and tackle football. But yeah, so we got the big boy win. If you see Saint Dominic on the roster, man, you just go ahead and put it down as an L, man. You might as well go and do it. You see 50 and white Travis Hunter that we got on our team, man. Just know it's a wrap.
How many touchdowns did he get tonight? Do you know?
I don't know. I'd assume he got all three of them, probably more likely. So, but yeah, I don't know.
Oh man, that's funny.
But
he said white Travis Hunter.
But yeah, like I said, we're sitting here watching this Colorado game. It's 3rd and 8. Shadeur out here doing some wild shit. This man, they complete that pass. Oh, where that flag at, bro? Where that flag at? Yes, sir. There it is. I'll take that. Ball game. Hey,
How much time is left? Where are you at? Because I'm at a minute and 53 seconds left.
keep watching.
Okay.
Oh, man. Should do it cold, bro.
Yours cold. Yeah.
Man, got the ball downfield and got a pass interference.
Oh, I see it now. Oh, yeah. That was
Should do it cold, bro. We're going to talk more about my boy Shadeur Sanders, man, later on in the night. Later on in the show. Both of us have been tired as hell. Later on in the show, we're going to talk about more Shadeur Sanders in the three-pointer. But my guy, Rusty Whitten, man, Rusty Buckets from the Two Buck Sports Show. And also, you can see him on the Daily Grind with my guy, Luke Hatmaker, not each and every day. I don't know what days that brother be on with him, but be on with him. I'll find out when I ask him, man. But he's a guy I've been, pulling. I've been kind of pulling for this, man. When we first got, I said, "Can I like that dude, man?" I said, I like one of them Bucks dudes, but I don't dislike the other one. But it's one I really like. I like that dude, man. So,
to get him on the show, man.
Had to go and get him on the show, man. My guy, Rusty Whitten. He's going to join us when we come back. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about, a lot of Grizzlies stuff for sure. Get his opinion on some things. I know we got some like opinions on some stuff, but yeah, it's good, man. It's good to have my boy Rusty Whitten.
Are y'all gonna have the Zach Edey conversation? Because he was not a big Zach Edey fan.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he didn't like the pick.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. I'll make sure we talk about it with my boy, man. Make sure you get his mind right, man. We'll talk about that and more when we come back on Anthony Sain Show. See you guys in a minute.
For the next 2 seasons, are we officially referring to Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium as the Liberty Hole?
I think Liberty Hole is hilarious. I just don't know if what they have constitutes as a hole, because it's half the damn
It's a hole in the stadium.
It's bigger than a hole.
The seats that are still there, are those
like
coming?
The chairbacks?
Are they coming out or are they staying?
No, they're my parents sit there. They will be sitting there.
Who is going to sit there?
My parents 100% will be in those seats. The sun will no longer disappear. TJ and I will be fried every week. How weird is it going to be to just be like looking out straight at the Coliseum?
Wild.
That's the.
I think the best part though is we'll be able to keep an eye on our cars right there because we do park in direct sight line of.
That is true.
That opening, so we'll be able to see if anything fishy's going on. No lie, if something happened, I would sprint across the field straight through there to that opening and straight to my vehicle.
Tune in to Tigers Untapped with TJ Willis and Trey Lasley every Wednesday at 3 p.m. on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
And Grizzly center Zach Edey led the ballot for Rookie of the Year with 8 votes. Nobody's going to have a role, at least going into the season, that Zach Edey has.
The role that he played is one that is imperative for this team to be able to reach the heights that it wants to get to. Like, they need good center play in order for them to be as versatile as they would like to be on both ends of the floor. And a lot of it is because of what his impact can be on winning. But the other thing is a lot of those other guys are potential guys. What are they going to look like in some years? It's not so much what's going to happen next season for them and what their impacts will be on basketball teams, whereas Zach Edey is a right now player.
Tune in to the Night Court Podcast with your hosts, Rob Fisher and Brevin Knight, on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Anthony Sain Show. As promised, man, I got my guy Rusty Whitten of the Two Buck Sports Show. Y'all also might see him on the Daily Grind. I don't know what days he come on, but he'll tell you once we get started. I know I cut on sometimes he on, sometimes he ain't. But I know y'all got some type of schedule to that joint. But I had to commend y'all before we even get started, man, because watching you guys in the morning has become part of my morning routine. I go to the chiropractor every Monday and Wednesday. So as I'm getting up and get ready to get out of the house, I listen to you guys. And on my days before work, I also can listen. I usually catch the podcast afterwards. I don't catch it live on those days, but I have found myself watching you guys every day. Great daily show coming out of Bluff City Media. Luke Hatmaker, of course, is the host of the show. You guys come in and help him. You guys are doing a great job, man. Nice piece of chemistry. Luke was doing it by his own damn self for a minute. So he's not there anymore doing it by himself. So I'm just glad to see you got it going. with him. But like I said, my guy Rusty Whitten joins us. Again, you can catch him on the $2 podcast and also on the daily grind each and every morning at 7:30 a.m. But if you're like me, you're probably just going to catch it later on in the day. That's something that we talked about. And I opened the show talking about that as well. I had a talk with Kenny yesterday. We were just talking about the changing landscape of media. We said this in regards to the Deion Sanders situation where he's basically boycotting certain reporters that he said he won't answer their questions. They can come to games. You're not losing credentials on these things, but he's said that he's not going to respond to them at all. And I said that we just live in a different time, man, where things like digital media taking over. Players are doing their own podcasts. Teams are doing their own publications, their own streaming services, and all these different things. And teams are even broadcasting their own games now. And they're really eliminating a lot of stuff that traditional media members do. And it kind of takes their power away from them. What are your thoughts on that type of stuff? And just the role that guys like me and you do, the role that we serve here with Bluff City Media?
Yeah, it's definitely a lot different than when you and I were growing up, right? When we were younger, you knew all the sports reporters, you knew the guys that were kind of head honchos. And like now it's all about content creation and social media and short attention span, right? Because TikTok, Instagram, Twitter has shortened our attention span to like 30-second, 90-second videos. And so I think the days of those long form articles are over. We're transitioning here at Bluff City Media, doing a lot more video, a lot more podcasts, spoken word kind of reporting. I think that's the direction that it's going. Everybody wants quick hits, like you said, you can catch these podcasts and shows later. You can catch them in snippets. Kitty does a great job of chopping them up and putting them on social media where you can get high points and highlights. And so I think there's a lot more influence that's out there in shorter bursts. And like you said, man, a lot of players and coaches have their own shows now, right? Like everybody can buy podcast equipment, and we see some goofy takes out there for sure. But like, everybody from Paul George to Kevin Garnett to Tony Allen, these guys are all on all these shows.
Current and former players. Yeah.
That's it, man. And like we get I love like Jason and Travis Kelce's show. I like the St. Brown brothers. I listen to them a lot. Amron and Equinemius. Like I love their show. It's just great banter. We get access like you and I never had back in the day, right? Like these guys were these like larger than life personalities, and we'd only see them when they were with certain guys on ABC or CBS. And so I think it's kind of like a little bit of both, right? Like it's a lot of information out there, but we're getting access to people like we've never had before. So personally, I like it, man. And I commend Prime for taking ownership of that. Like there has to be there's some accountability coming with that, right? Like you can't say goofy things, ask goofy questions, expect to get away with it anymore with these people having more of a powerful voice as professional athletes.
Yeah, for sure. What was your particular path to doing what you're doing now? You've been with us for a few months now, about 6 months. You guys have been with us now. What was your path to get into this content creation, independent journalism game?
Yeah, it's funny, man. Like I've always been kind of active on Twitter and in social media, but nothing consistent. And then November of 2022, I reached out to Drew, my co-host and best friend for the $2 Sports Show, and I'd been listening to a podcast, and I just called him up and was like, "Hey, man, like I'm listening to this show, and like it was fine, but I think we could do better. Like, are you interested in doing a podcast?" And he was like, "Absolutely." It's funny. Him and his wife had just talked about it. And so it was like mid-November 2022. We just did it as a way for us to stay in touch. And we started it out just talking about fantasy football, our league, and NFL, college football, which is our passion. And then when college football was kind of winding down, we really picked up on the Grizz. And we haven't missed a week since mid-November of 2022. And we're just putting out shows. I was posting them to RSS and YouTube kind of independently. And then back in December, a good friend of mine, BJ Berryhill, just happened to tweet me and the Grizz 901 podcast, Daniel Greer's show, tweeted at both of us about an injury report. I responded, and I was in the Dallas airport. I'll never forget it. And didn't think anything about it, just responded like I normally do and put my phone in my pocket. Next thing I know, Grizz 901 has retweeted me, Drew, our show, and then Mark King is in my DMs all within about an hour. And it's just like happened so fast. In December, we signed up and started back January, February is when we kind of got up and rolling. And man, it's been a blast. We're grateful to be here, but just kind of an organic, just like, hey, we've been putting out these shows. Mark stumbled into them and decided for whatever reason to put us on the network.
Yeah, man, you guys have been great so far, especially the stuff you do. Like I said, in the early morning show, like I said, it's good to be part of a brand that, I can cut on my own brand to watch our shows early in the morning. Cause I remember during the time where my days, and I was doing the show with Peter Evanston with Flynn, Sports 56.
Yeah.
And I told him, I was like, dude, I used to wake up to you and Ron Tillery every day. Like you guys started my day every morning. And to be doing this show now with you is surreal. You know what I mean? So
listen, I'm having that same moment right now. Like when you called me yesterday, I called my girlfriend as soon as you hung up. I was like, Anthony Sain just called me. Like that's the wildest thing that's ever happened to me because I've been following you now for a long time, and I've watched your show for a long time, man. And to be here sitting here with you today is kind of a surreal full circle moment for me as well, man. So I appreciate it, man. Thank you again for having me. It's cool, man.
It's all good, but here we are. You were fighting the dead man's fight.
I'm trying, man.
Yeah, you guys were talking about something. I said, man, bro, if you don't think anybody's listening, I am, because you're right.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, but with that being said, there's been a lot of negativity, a lot of downplay about the Memphis Grizzlies. A lot of people, it seems like they've forgotten about us, man. Totally sleeping on the Grizzlies. Some people have us 10th in the West. Some people have us, 6, 7, these type of things, 45 wins. No version of this Grizzlies team since Ja's rookie year has been healthy and won 45, 46, 47 games. They've won 50 games, ever since then. What are your thoughts on some of the things you're saying about the Grizzlies, and where do you think it's coming from? Do you think it's some type of disdain? Do you think people are predicting Ja to do something, off the court crazy again? Injuries? How are people possibly looking at this Grizzlies team that has, ever since Ja's been here outside of his rookie year, has won 50 games, has been, the 2 seed in the West twice? Every time he's had any type of center on his roster, they've been good. And they've just gotten better. Like, what do you think is coming from, the type of predictions you're seeing about the Grizzlies?
Like I said earlier, man, anybody can buy podcast equipment and say whatever they want, tweet whatever they want. It's a free platform, right? I think a lot of people probably just doing it for clicks because, it gets a rise out of a big basketball market here in Memphis.
To say something dumb on Twitter.
Exactly. And you can get away with it. And most people will let you get away with it. And you'll have a small minority that'll follow you into a group thing just because you got a blue check or a name or whatever. But I think a lot of it, man, you look at how Memphis is treated nationally anyway as a city. We're always counted out. We're always looked down upon. And the same thing for our basketball team. I think a lot of it is recency bias. Like, these got to be interns sitting in a back cubicle somewhere. They're like, hey, write about the Grizzlies. And they just type in, what did the Grizzlies do last year? And then they're making predictions off of that. Like, well, they can't only win, 30 games again next year. They're going to win a few more. So we'll put them at 45. Because like you said, man, you look 2 years ago and we're a couple injuries away from beating the Lakers and moving on in the playoffs. The year before that, we had that incredible series where Josh showed Ant who the true face of the NBA is going to be. And then we ran out of gas with injuries against the Warriors. When we're healthy, we're a 50-plus win team. On the daily grind, me, Luke, and Drew projected a 52-30 season. I mean, just based on looking at the games and just going off the top of our head. It's very easy just to look at it and see 50 wins. So 56, 57, 58 is not out of the realm of possibilities either. This team, you said it already, like, we don't really know what we have in this team. We know we've got some talent, but we've never seen Ja and Gigi on the court together in a consistent basis. We don't know what Zach Edey is going to bring. I can tell you from what I've seen, it looks like it's going to be a good product. Yeah. But I think we're a small market. We're looked down upon as a city. It bugged me to no end that Oklahoma City was the darlings of the NBA media last year, doing the same stuff we were doing, 2-3 years ago. They were all of a sudden, like, for us, they were telling us, we need to be quiet, just play basketball, whatever. But they're hyping up OKC stealing our shtick. And so I just, I get tired of people looking down on this team. Ja did some stuff off the court, like, who hadn't been 23 years old and just, living life and doing things, right? Man. I think a lot of it is that, man. Recency bias and
the driveway and pull out guns, man. Who didn't do that?
Right. Exactly. Who didn't get caught with a gun at a strip club growing up? Right. It happens.
Of course, seriously. Like, the dude was literally sitting in his driveway, pulled out a gun with his friend in a car that wasn't moving.
Yeah, and, we have a Second Amendment right that says that he can own that gun legally. He doesn't have anything that says he couldn't. Like, I understand some of the NBA rules with the flap, but it's just goofy, man. And the people are just wanting to paint him as a bad guy. And that's fine. He has a famous quote of stay on that side. And I hope they do when it comes down to it this season, because there's no way, man, when we're fully healthy that we're going to only win 45 games. You cannot tell me that there are 15 teams better than us in the Western Conference. It's goofy to think that, because as a whole, the Western Conference didn't get just a whole lot better this year. I mean, a few teams did, sure. OKC probably got a little bit better. DeJounte Murray probably moves the needle a little bit for the Pelicans, but nobody else really did anything that's going to keep up with Memphis, in my opinion.
My thing is, I said this, anybody wants to have this conversation when it comes down to the West getting better or whatever, right? There are teams in the West that are good. There are some very good teams in the West. but they're all little bro teams to us, if that makes any sense.
man.
Like something,
does.
all the teams like the Lakers, the older teams that can still bully us, those teams, worse. Warriors,
man.
terrible. Suns, I don't know, whatever. You know what I mean? The Clippers, they're done.
Yeah.
All these teams who are the big bro teams, we're really the big bro team in the West right now, if you really think about it.
I mean, you're absolutely right, man. There's no way that these teams did anything to get better. Like you said, like the Nuggets are not nearly as deep as they once were. They lost their best defender in KCP. Like when Jokic is off the floor, like you're gonna be able to run the score up against them. I don't like Dallas is good, but they don't scare me. We match up really well against Dallas. There's a real thing about you, like these one-off teams that go to the NBA Finals having a down year the next year. Like I can't even name 4 teams that are probably better than us right now in the Western Conference. There's just I don't see it. And call me a homer or whatever, but I don't see it.
Yeah. We've had problems with Luka in the past, but you're talking about a team now. We can throw a Marcus Smart. We can throw a Vince Williams in him. We can even throw a Gigi Jackson in him. We've got guys. We got multiple guys we can throw at him. Something that Boston was able to do, give him multiple looks on defense.
You bring up a good point there. Like everybody forgetting about who we are. Like Vince kind of gets slept on. Nobody really talks about Vince. Everybody's talking about Jock coming back, Dez this, Trip that. Vince Williams Jr. is your favorite player's nightmare. Like he will put the clamps on your favorite player and grin about it. And he's going to be such a secret weapon for us off the bench next year, probably playing into a starting role within the next couple of years. But his game, like he's what we hoped Dylan Brooks was going to be, a big guy who can defend but can also score and also knows his role. He seems like the guy that's not going to have to go out and he doesn't have to go get 20 for us, but can lock down some good scores and make us better because these teams predicting us to win 45 games, that puts us between the Kings, Warriors, Rockets, and Pelicans from last year. If we won 45 games last year, we'd be the 11th seed, and there's no way. No way.
No, there's been a lot of talk, a lot of people downplaying who we are, all those type of things, and what we did this offseason as well. In the offseason, it wasn't a really busy offseason across the league. You had people say we had the absolute worst. A lot of guys who cover the Grizzlies, they've downplayed with the Grizzlies offseason. If anything, you can say we didn't do anything when it was an incomplete offseason and we didn't make a splash. But criticizing the offseason, especially from fans or people who covered this team locally, has really been a head scratcher for me. What are your thoughts on our offseason? Like in a season where all you basically did, you brought back Luke Kennard, you drafted Zach Edey. You didn't really lose anybody. You did some things fiscally to get you under the cap and all those keep you under the tax and all those type of things, avoiding those aprons or whatever. But what are your total thoughts on the offseason?
I think it's a win, man. Yeah, we didn't make a splash, but like you said, it was relatively quiet. Paul George moving to the Eastern Conference. There was a couple splashy moves. Isaiah Hartenstein signing with the Thunder, but we didn't need to make a splashy move, man. I mean, you can check my Twitter feed anytime you want, man. I have been on the side of this is a very good team as constructed. This is a team that's going to be a threat to host or be in the Western Conference Finals. This is a team that has a very high potential as constructed, right? I didn't think we needed to make a move. I think what we did was very smart. Kleiman was cooking in keeping us the flexibility, and we'll talk about it, I'm sure, in a few minutes of the empty roster spot. He kept us under the tiers, and he kept us under the first apron. He positioned us very well with Luke's expiring contract. That contract is so good. Say Luke comes in and he kills it. I like Luke. I want him to be a Grizz for a long time. But he also signed a deal that we could move should we need to at the trade deadline with some expiring dead money that's in a very healthy place. Like it's not too much that somebody would take on, but it could bring back something pretty good for us if you combine it with a John Conchar or something like that. Yeah. To me, it's a win, man. Like you said, some of these fools get on here and talk about, we didn't make a move. We got worse, this, that, and the other. I would have some team that's crazy, man. And like sometimes adding makes your team worse. Like you get a locker room cancer, like somebody that comes in and messes with the young core, and just because you made the splashy move, your team might be worse. I personally, I'm calling it a win. I've been toting that banner all off season that this team is very good as constructed. We've handled this off season very well. I wasn't big on Edey on draft night. I'll own that. I've come around on that, but all in all, I mean, I give it a B+, A- at the worst. Yeah, I think it's one of those things where you're not really a grade for it. You just kind of did what you had to do. You didn't do anything crazy. Sure. Whatever. I don't think you can penalize them one way or another or give them credit. And it's a TBD. It's incomplete or whatever. I don't think there's anything to really say about the offseason. But one thing I will say, my whole way of thinking is
why would you make changes to a team that you haven't even seen yet? Like we haven't seen we haven't seen Marcus Smart play with these guys. We haven't seen Vince. We haven't seen Gigi. Haven't seen Edie.
That's it, man.
This is a version of the Grizzlies we've never seen. Like even if you take the whole Edie part out, the Marcus Smart, Vince Williams, Gigi with Ja Jaren and Bane, we haven't seen that.
Yeah.
So why are we let's see what that looks like, before we do anything. So that's been my take the whole time. Speaking of Marcus Smart, Vince Williams, and Gigi Jackson, though, Rusty, the question that had a birthday recently. The question that had a birthday recently comes down to who should be the fifth starter on this team. Even when Steven Adams was here, we were having this conversation, bro. You got Ja, you got Jaren, you got Desmond Bane, you got whoever your big man is. That's probably 99.9% going to be Zach Edey. Who's going to be that fifth starter is the question.
Goodness, man. Why is this even a debate? It's Marcus Smart. Close the book. Like, I mean, it's Marcus Smart. That's what it is. Like, anybody with half a brain can look at this team and know that Marcus Smart is that veteran presence we need. We're 3-4 years removed from him being Defensive Player of the Year. He's just a hard-nosed basketball player who is still a starter in the NBA. Yeah. You're goofy if you think Marcus Smart is coming off the bench to start the year. Yeah. The end of the year may be different, but on October 23rd at Utah, Marcus Smart is your starting 3-guard. I'd bet the farm on it.
He'll be the starting 3-guard for sure. And not just that, man. Like, this goes into the next discussion, which is, the backup point guard situation. I heard your boy, Uncle
Buck, yeah.
Uncle Buck, man, was talking about Scottie Pippen Jr. is gonna be the backup point guard. Like, he's not, man. He's not. He will get some minutes at backup point guard. But here's the thing people gotta understand. If you are a fan of Vince Williams Jr., if you are a fan of Gigi Jackson, if you want those guys to get the most minutes possible, you want Marcus Smart to start, and you want him to play backup point guard as well, because that gives him minutes. He can get the most minutes as he can and still leave room for Vince and Gigi to get minutes. If you think if Marcus Smart doesn't start, right, and let's say Vince starts, whoever the other guy is not going to get much time at all, because there's not enough minutes at just backup point guard for Marcus Smart. Or just backing up Desmond Bane. He's got to get like some bulky minutes, right? So he's got to start, and he's got to come off the bench to back up Ja. That'll leave that frees up minutes for Vince and Gigi to get more minutes. Do your own math. Don't do it like the equation is going out there. Everybody's got everybody going crazy, but you gotta. It's hard to explain that, but it's just the truth. Like, he's the more minutes he plays, the more minutes he allows for guys like Vince and Gigi. Because if you don't start him and just say, well, you're just going to be a reserve, he's backing up John, he's backing up Bane, and there's not many minutes available there. So now he's got to find a way to get other minutes. He's getting those from Vince and Gigi. Like,
that's it, man. We've only got the same 48 minutes of basketball game, right? Like, you can't add more. That's it, man.
Total, to go
that's
around.
it, man. And so you're going to tell me that you would rather play Scottie Pippen Jr. over Gigi, over Vince, over Marcus Smart? Like, no. I have championed Scottie Pippen since last year. I am a big fan of the way he plays basketball. He's a good basketball player. I think he has a role on this team, on a team, as a backup point guard. But if Scottie Pippen Jr. is playing a ton of minutes at backup point guard in the season, something happened. Somebody got hurt. I agree. And it's goofy to think that we need to sign him off a two-way deal right now. We've got 50 games. That's more than half of the season for those of you keeping up at home. Can play backup minutes if you need to. If come February, March, and we pass the trade deadline and we see, hey, you know what? This team is really good as constructed. We're first place, second place in the West. We still have that open roster spot, and you want to sign Scotty then for playoff minutes, then that might be a thing. But we're talking about a guy who might get 8 minutes a night. There's going to be some stretches where he plays more to rest legs, in the doldrums of the season, December, January, or whatever. But if it comes down to April and it's not Vince, Gigi, and Marcus playing big minutes, something bad happened that Scotty's playing those minutes. And I'm a pro Scottie Pippen Jr. guy. I am, but there's just not a place for him right now. Yeah, there's not a place for him right now. So, the funny argument you see on Twitter all the time is, Scotty's going to get his feelings hurt if he doesn't get a contract. Well, that's on him, man. You get your panties in a wad over not getting a contract. That's
he wasn't playing for nobody this time last year. This time last year, he was on nobody's team. So,
that's it.
When they signed him, he wasn't playing for nobody. So it's he'll be fine. Another thing on that too, man, Marcus Smart may not be here this entire year because, I said, if you do your own math, shout out to the world famous math equations everywhere. If you do your own math, the math I have says that the Grizzlies tried to trade Marcus Smart twice this offseason. Did they announce, hey, we tried to trade Marcus Smart, but do the math. We know that they went after
Mikal Bridges.
Mikal Bridges. We went after Mikal Bridges, right?
Mhm.
And if that money worked, they didn't come with some BS offer. They went with a real offer. And Marcus
Right.
Smart probably had to be included in that deal to make the money work. And
Yep.
there were some rumblings about Jared Allen that probably included Marcus Smart. That's two times
Exactly.
they probably tried to move this dude. And I
Mhm.
think the third time that'd be a charm. I think that they're probably going to move Marcus Smart before the season's over with.
Mhm.
Roster fit reasons are one thing. Possible chemistry fit. I'm not sure he's the best fit for this team. This might be a team you're talking about a team that's a young team that's transitioning into their prime. It might feel like, dude, we don't need a babysitter. We got this.
Yeah.
He might be some of that type of stuff going on with him. And also the contract situation. This contract's up in a couple of years. You're about to have 3 guys at least that are making max or max-ish money. Well, Jaren's about to get, max as well.
Mhm.
So that's, you have to be smart with your money. So you might move off a guy like Marcus Smart by then. So I think all those things matter. And the Marcus Smart's not here, guess what? At that point, Scottie Pippen Jr. then is your traditional backup point guard. But bringing him into play with Marcus Smart on this roster, I just don't think that's what they're going to do.
I agree. And last year, seeing what Vince can do, Vince does a lot of the same things that Marcus Smart does. And we got Vince a whole lot cheaper. And if we can move that for a big, say it's, like a Jared Allen type that comes in and is compliments Edie, or we need that big wing scorer that we think we need, his money makes sense to move and bring somebody back.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm way out there when it comes down to Zach Edey. We'll talk about that next. I think I'm way out there as far as expectations goes. As far as local media members go, I think I probably, because I went on Jason and John's show today, and John Martin, who's also a big Edey guy, and I'm not where you are saying. I'm up there. Because here's my thing, and I said this to anybody who wants to hear it. What is the difference between? Now I'm not saying he's as good as this guy. I'm not saying he's nearly as good or will be as good as this guy.
Sure.
But what is the difference between the background stories of how where they are to where they were to where they are now? I mean, when they started in the league, of Zach Edey and Tim Duncan.
Ooh.
What's the difference?
I mean, no, there's none.
Both of them were dudes that you look at them like, dude, how did you just start playing basketball? Like you're 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
Both of them were playing some other sport. Tim Duncan was a swimmer. Zach Edey was playing baseball. They both started playing basketball right before they got to college, and they became the best players in college basketball in 4 years. After just learning to play the game, they dominated the sport after 4 years. The only reason why Zach Edey played college basketball for 4 years because he just started playing basketball in high school.
5 years ago.
5 years ago. Exactly. He just picked up a basketball for the first time 5 years ago. If he played AAU and played as a kid and played middle school, all that, he would have been a one and done 7'5" big man, just like a Donovan Clingan type guy. He would have been a one and done, 2 and done max type guy, just like Donovan Clingan. And the only thing that kept him in the game 4 years because he was learning on the job.
Yeah.
And he's clearly a project. And whatever you've asked him to do, he's been able to do it. We're seeing this dude shoot 3-pointers and all these type of things. How do we know that he's not this phenom stuck in a body that he was never supposed to play in a sport he never supposed to have been playing, which is baseball? How do we know? How do we know that he's not a basketball phenom? Because everything we've seen from him suggests that he's a guy that's on the path to be great. 2-time National Player of the Year. And there are people who are saying, well, 4-year players don't do this. There are so many outliers in this situation because the kid just started playing basketball. That kid has been playing AAU all his whole life, playing for Pee Wee teams, and now he's a 4-year player in college. No, this kid just started playing basketball 5-6 years ago.
Yeah.
How do we know that we don't have a special player in our hands in Zach Edey? And that's where I am with him. When I finally stopped listening to these nerds, stopped listening to these people who had all these weird agendas of why, because I don't watch college basketball. I knew who Zach Edey was, but last time I saw him, he was sorry. That was his freshman year. I saw him, but I thought he was the same dude. And when I saw, crap, this dude's 2-time player of the year, let me just go watch this dude and stop listening to these geeks. And when I did that, I was like, okay, bro, that dude's going to be incredible in the NBA. And I think that's what he's going to be. So where are you at on Edey?
Yeah, that's a great comparison. I have not thought about the Tim Duncan likeness, but that makes sense. There's not. I mean, like 5-6 years ago, that's it. He was a baseball player, wanting to be a pitcher with an 85-mile-an-hour fastball. He ain't going nowhere. They give him a basketball, and of the 5-6 years he's been playing organized basketball, he has been the Naismith Player of the Year in 2 of them. In a NCAA that included Donovan Clingan, that included some of the Reed Shepherd, some of these other cats that are now in the NBA. And so
he was scoring almost 30 points a game in college, bro.
Listen, I'll be honest. I was in the doldrums. I wanted Clingan bad on draft night. It's not like the Grizz did too. We tried to move up as what the rumor was. I wanted Clingan. I drank the Kool-Aid. we drafted Zach Edey. I was a little upset, and I said, you know what? Tonight I'm not happy, but tomorrow he wears my laundry, and I'll root for him. And so ever since then,
I started doing my homework about a month before the draft. I said, oh yeah, I'm in on this. I started coming around. I was like, I want him, but not at 9. You know. So,
and then not only that, like he averaged 30 points a game in college, playing in the Big Ten, which is a good basketball conference. He's played with a superstar before in Jaden Ivey, who was a superstar at Purdue when he was there. And then he played an NBA center in his first game and gave him business. Like he made Walker Kessler like a fool a few times.
Like
Kessler held his own.
Looked like he was the rookie.
That's it. He put up 15 and 14 on Kessler, a NBA 3-year center, and looked the part. Now, again, the ankle kind of rolled a couple times. You know, he played more than he probably should have, but like what we saw, the sample size we saw was good. And I have come full circle on Zach Edey again. On draft night, I was out. I couldn't be more all in on him. I put money on him as the NBA Rookie of the Year. Like, I think he could be that missing piece. He does all the things that Steven Adams did really, really well. And the last time we had Steven Adams healthy and playing well, Jaren Jackson Jr. was the Defensive Player of the Year. Because what he can do is he can anchor the middle of that defense and let Jaren be the ball hawk that he's supposed to be, and that's going to make both of them better. But like, I know it's just like they're not going to put their misses on Instagram, but watching the pick and roll and the pick and follow and the pick and pop with him and Ja,
the fact that film exists, man, is incredible.
They're in the lab working already, man. And so I'm all in on Edey, man. I think he's our starter. I think you and I were on a Twitter exchange about this like a month ago with some guy with some knuckleheads. But like our centers only play like 20 minutes a game anyway, because we get BC running late. We run those small ball lineups where you have Jaren at the 4, BC at the 5, and about 4 years ago, our best closing lineup at 3, 4, 5 was Santi, Jaren, and BC. We're going to see that quite a bit this fall. And so Edey will play in the games where he needs to, and there's going to be some games where he's going to dominate some smaller centers. Then there's going to be some games where we pull him out, we run that small ball lineup, we run people out of the gym. He just makes us so much more well-rounded and versatile. Absolutely, man. And if he can develop a three-point shot, good Lord.
Man, because I'm going to tell you something else about Edey that a lot of people aren't even talking about. Edey was getting double, triple teams totally focusing on him in college on their way, right?
Yeah.
Teams are not gonna. You can't double team anybody in today's NBA.
No.
You put that in the pick and roll and you don't double the man. Come on. Come on, man.
And like, I mean, he still averaged 30 points a game, getting double and triple team. And some of those guys when we playing at LA Fitness or selling State Farm, sure. But you got 3 dudes guarding you, and you still putting up 30.
You can't guard him like that in the NBA.
I'm in, man. I'm in.
There's too much going on. You can't guard him like that. And people say, well, he'll get played off the court. If he's a guy that can score points on the other end, you're not gonna play him off the court. I never saw Shaq get played off the court, bro. You know what I mean? Like
that's it, man. And just because the other teams like to,
you don't see Jokic get played off the court because he scores. You know what I mean?
That's it, man. And just because the other teams like to run doesn't mean like we can slow it down on our end and just get buckets and wear you out till you can't run anymore.
Right.
We were one of the worst teams in half court offense over the last couple of years. He's only going to make us better in half court offense with his skill set and his size, man. Get out of here, man. I'm all in on Zach Edey.
Yeah, and then you got coaches who are they've got a super smart group of assistant coaches, like masterminds they brought in. And I'm sure that when they get into their training, get into their brainstorming rooms and they figure out strategies, I'm sure they're gonna cook up some marvelous shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt, man. And like I give TJ credit, man, because like he's a defensive coach and that's what he does really well. And he got his staff right. He got the guys around him that can help him put those offensive plays together that are only going to make us better. So I give him credit as well for him or Climate, whoever made that decision. They got some of the best offensive schemers in the game. And you give them a toy like John Morant, like Jaren, and like Edey. I mean, I think we're going to put folks on notice real quick.
Yeah, I totally agree. This is my man, Rusty Whitten, man. Check him out, the 2 Bucks podcast. You guys, what time what day and time y'all come on again?
Fridays at 3 p.m., man. Check us out.
Y'all come on after this.
After this.
He's turning around doing double duty, man. He's going to come
That's
on this show today. You also can check him out some days during the week at 7:30. What's the schedule you guys do when you're on?
Yeah, I'm on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday with Luke on the Daily Grind at 7:30.
Yeah, check him out, man. Check him out at the Daily Grind with my man Luke Hatmaker. This is my guy Rusty Whitten, man. We're about to take a break. When we come back, it's gonna be more than Anthony Sain show. We're gonna do this thing called a 3-pointer. We'll see you guys in a minute.
Stuff was hard, man. I was trying to make ends meet. I remember this like it was yesterday, man. It was a Friday night. I came back in from working a long little day of work. I came back to my crib and I had an eviction notice on my door. I just prayed that night and I'm like, God, whatever you want me to be doing, if I'm doing the right thing, if this camera is the right thing, like just let me know. I woke up that next morning, man, I had a text from Ja like, yo, has anybody signed you? Well, I'm finna sign you. And it was like literally that next morning, man, I dropped my phone. And my mom's house was probably 3 blocks away. I run over to my mom's house, I show her the message. She starts going crazy. She's like, my prayers are working. And I was just like, I prayed all last night. I was on a flight to Memphis 2 days later. And it's just like, Memphis is definitely love out there, man. So I love it. You know what I'm saying? At first, I was a little skeptical. I ain't gonna lie. Definitely was a little skeptical at first about the M. But man, it's definitely been love.
Tune into the No Bluffing Podcast with your hosts, Christian Ingram and Evan Hayes, every Monday at 12 p.m. only on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
Basketball just does not move the needle. I'm sorry, it doesn't. I know we live in a basketball town. I know the University of Memphis has always been primarily referred to as a basketball school, but basketball doesn't move the needle. It does not generate the money. It does not generate, the fan support. It doesn't generate a tenth as much as football does.
I agree with you. Basketball doesn't move the needle. The 2-time defending national champion basketball program, though, moves the needle. It does to a certain extent. If you're talking about brands in the Northeast that are playing college athletics, both football and basketball, that's probably the biggest brand, if not top 2, top 3.
Are we going to see the Big 12 change, or does money talk the entire way through? Football rules all.
I think football will always rule all.
It will never change.
Tune into On the Bluff with Christian Fowler and Gabe Kuhn every Tuesday at 12 p.m. on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Anthony Sain Show. Great interview, man, with my guy Rusty Whitten, man, aka Rusty Buckets, man. I knew it was gonna be a good one, man. Hey, that boy that came around on this Zach Edey stuff. You talk your ass off, man. Hey,
He did.
Bro. Like I said in the interview, I'm asking y'all listening the same damn question. You can go in the comments if I'm wrong. If you think I'm wrong, hit the comments, man. Tell me you think I'm wrong. But what's the difference between, like I said in that question, what's the difference between Tim Duncan's story and Zach Edey's story? They off on the same foot, bro. And I'm not saying Zach Edey is gonna be Tim Duncan. I don't want nobody saying I'm saying it, but they on the same foot, bro. They on the same trajectory. They on the same path right now. They walking the exact same path, bro.
Yeah, Brevin and Rob on the night court said it perfectly. I think yesterday they said they were talking about Zach Edey in the Rookie of the Year race, right? The predictions, and they said that a lot of the other first rounders are kind of based off of like what they could possibly be at some point.
Yeah,
Zach is who he is. We know exactly.
We know what he can be.
We know what he can be. And so it's like
to say, bro, go be that dude. He can be that dude in the NBA.
He can be that dude. Yeah. He can be that guy. Yeah.
Yep. And another thing about Edey too is that I had a good idea. I can't think of what I was gonna say now. Oh, okay. If I had this conversation with my guy, I can't remember his name, but he does the YouTube videos. He's a Grizzlies fan and does a YouTube video. He does good Grizzlies content on YouTube. Can't think of his name right now. Something dash draft and stash or something like that on Twitter. You know what I'm talking about? No. Anyway, me and him were talking. He was like, "Well, I'm high on Edey. I don't think I'm as high as you." I said, "Bro, but you're saying that a guy that was 2-time National Player of the Year, that you yourself is also saying that you've got him winning Rookie of the Year. So what do you like? This dude was 2-time National Player of the Year, and you think he's gonna be Rookie of the Year. So how are you possibly capping off what it could be?
Exactly.
Like what are we talking about?
It's like 2-time Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year potential. Like what do you?
Why am I putting the cap on him?
Why are we downgrading what he could become? He's played ball. He's played ball for 6 years. Like 6 years.
And if he had to play, like I said when we were Rusty, me and Rusty were talking, if Zach Edey played AAU basketball and all these things, by the time he hit his freshman year of college, he would have been an elite big man and he would have been one and done. He'd been gone. Yep. You've been talking about him like you're talking about Donovan Clingan, but he just started playing. So there's your difference right there. But yeah, man, But let's jump into the 3-pointer, 3 things going on in the world of sports. Number 1, man, Tiger football. It returns this weekend, taking on North Alabama. Me and Gabe are going to be in the building, man. This is not This is not an unofficial visit. You know what I'm saying? This is not an unofficial visit.
It sort of kind of is a little bit. It sort of kind of is a little bit.
Because I ain't paying that land ticket.
No, I need to roll the red carpet. I need to call Ryan and tell him to roll the red carpet out, man.
Yeah, I'm a little scared, man. This shake ass building, y'all got your boy in.
No, man, it's nice, man. Have you seen that? Let me show you. I'll send you a picture.
I'm sitting right on the edge of that mud too. I'm sitting in section 110. That's like right on the edge of where I think I might have read the chart wrong, but I think I'm right on the edge of everything.
I'm sending you a picture right now. You'll love it. It looks really good. But no, it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be a much different environment. Put sunscreen on, bro, because there's not gonna be a single spot that is gonna be blocked out by the sun.
Man, what is it?
You remember that's where the press box and that big
down there at the bottom.
That's down at the bottom. But look how good that looks.
So the middle is cleared out.
The middle is cleared out. They just got those little spots, and the Coliseum is right there. So that's what it's going to look like, and it looks good. It looks good. Look at that.
That was up. That was up though.
Yeah, they're going to have on the area where the bleachers have been knocked down, like the stands have been knocked down. They have barriers up, and there's going to be like 2 rows over. You're not going to be able to get to it. So there is no shot of falling off the side. I'll tell you that. Like they'll take care of you, man.
I appreciate you. I'm gonna be in the house, man. I'm being there, John, with Gabe, man. We're gonna call it John an unofficial visit, bro. We're gonna be in there, John, man.
Oh, absolutely, it's an unofficial visit.
Hey, I'm gonna throw a bold prediction out there to y'all, man. If I jinx the season, say what you want to say. Can you get ready for this? Hold on. Let me give me a little water, man.
Bold prediction. What's going on?
First off, bro, talk your ass off, bro. We got damn Buffalo just won. But you know what I'm saying? Talk your ass off on that shit.
I'm just glad because if they hadn't won, Dion would have banned everybody. All the media would have been banned. No, ain't nobody talking to him at all.
Hey, bro, Dion a character, bro.
Oh, are they talking shit to each other at the?
Hey, bro, Dion hilarious, bro.
You called him Papa Smurf with that white beard.
Hey, got the great beard, Papa Smurfing on these folks. Hey, bro, Shadeur Sanders is literally playing football with a gold chain around his neck, bro.
Oh, that's wild.
What about watching, bro?
Hey, man, but for real, come out Saturday and see a real football team play. Memphis Tigers.
Man, stop it, bro. Hey, bro, y'all better relax with that. Hey, I'm all ready for the Jinx the program right now, bro.
The Jinx the program. Let me hear what you got to say.
Old prediction, bro. Real talk, bro.
Yeah, let's go.
University of Memphis.
What's up?
Let me pull the schedule up, bro.
Uh-oh.
Let me pull this schedule up, bro. I'm about to. Hold on, bro. I'm about to. Man, hold on, bro. Man, what happened to the days when you could just have easy access to the schedule and shit, bro? Where all this shit? All right, bro. North Alabama, Dub. Troy, they reminisce over you. Dub. Florida State, number 10 ranked Florida State, just got that ass beat on my TV, man, by Georgia Tech. Kenny Suffield, you ready for this?
I'm ready.
It's a goddamn dub. We gonna go on the road and beat them tricks, man.
Are you serious?
It's a goddamn dub. Hey,
right. I'm with you.
Navy, pass the goddamn ball, man. Dub. South Florida. Hey, BB Walton ain't walking through that door, bro.
I don't know who that is.
It's the dude used to hoop for them.
Okay.
I think it was South Florida he played for. North Texas.
Dub.
What are y'all? Where y'all come from? Conference USA or something? Who are y'all? It's a dub.
Dub.
Charlotte. Y'all used to be UNCC Charlotte. We gonna UNCC y'all as a dub. Man.
Hey, Charlotte's coach came out this week and said, "Man, I really made a mistake this fall camp. 50% of my starters are hurt." He's like, I pushed them too hard during the fall camp.
Got another one coming for your ass. UTSA.
It's gonna be a tough game.
I ain't even know y'all was D1, man. For real.
That's gonna be tough. UTSA is gonna be tough though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Dub, day before my birthday, Dub.
Okay.
Rice, you a goddamn side dish. Out of shrimp, we gonna
Not
shrimp
even. It's not even like fried rice or like they're white rice. They are like boiled in water rice.
Not even a key ingredient to a casserole, man. We
Right.
gonna shrimp fry y'all ass though. Dub.
Right.
UAB. Gene Bartow ain't walking through that door, man.
Gene Bartow ain't walking through the door.
Tulane.
Hey, Thanksgiving only game on national TV. Thanksgiving.
On y'all
Tulane.
ass. Dub. Hey, bro. I just predicted.
Are you going undefeated season for the Tigers?
Bro, college football championship tournament, whatever that shit is, bro. We in
College
that
football playoffs, baby.
in that hole.
Hey, Anthony Sain going to make an appearance in the first round of the. Hey, if this is what we're going to do. We're going to do a live Anthony Sain show from the Grove when they play Oxford. When they play in Oxford against Ole Miss in the first round of the playoffs. That's what we're going to do.
I was trying to go somewhere where y'all were gonna fly me out, but if it was Oxford, I sure take that rap. Hell no.
It'd be fun, right?
Oxford racist than a mother. I don't know.
That's why it's going to be so much fun. It's going to be Anthony Sain show in Oxford, Mississippi, man. It's going to be, you know.
A lot of Ole Miss folks like, yeah, that guy's a Tiger hater.
It's going to be fun, though, man. I'm excited about the season starting, man. It's going to be good.
They gonna think I'm a goddamn hater.
Yeah.
They gonna think I'm one of the brethren, the Confederate brethren.
Yeah. What's your name? Clarence from Dave Chappelle show.
Yeah, we think I'm niggas for Trump. You see this? Nah, bro, I just troll the Tigers. I'm a Tiger fan.
Oh, you are a Tiger fan, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, I can tell you, hey, bro, college football 25. Me and Gabe Coon used to joke about this all the time. We were playing. He was like, I said, Gabe, I'm gonna tell you 5 dudes that play for the Tigers for the season over. I can give you 5 right now.
Right now?
Yeah.
Give me 5.
All right, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, bro. Hold on.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
Rock. Nah, hold on. Damn.
Club. You got the
Rock
first
Taylor.
name. Rock Taylor. Yep.
A kid named Kobe Drake. Play for
Kobe Drake. Yep. 2 wide receivers so far.
Hold on.
Who else you got?
Why
get the easy one.
What the quarterback name start with?
S.
Damn. Why I can't remember that boy name?
Seth
Hennigan. Yeah. There
you
goes
go.
3 right there.
All right.
I ain't 2, bro.
You got 2 more.
You got damn, what's that dude's name?
Come on, man.
Hold on.
Best linebacker in the conference is on their team.
That I don't know. I don't know the linebacker. What's his name?
Chandler Martin.
I ain't know that one.
Watch this dude.
Hold on, man. I'm gonna tell you somebody else. I'm drawing a blank. Bro, for real. We got Sutton Smith. Quit playing.
Smith. Quit playing with Sain, man.
Hold on. Then you got
who's the other?
Blankum C, bro.
Tell me his first name.
Raul.
Demir Blakumsey.
Yeah, it ain't Blakumsey.
It could be that. Hey, Dave Wolosha called him Blankumschmier during the season last year.
Hold on, bro. It's one more tailback.
Yeah,
what is his first name start with?
M. We used to play his game back in the day.
No,
Yeah, you did.
Eden, no.
No. Way further back than that. First game ever. He had a brother.
Huh?
Started with an M.
Hold on.
Mario. Mario.
Oh, Mario Edwards. No.
Anderson.
There you go. Bro, I was bragging because I've been playing the game, bro. When I'm playing the game, I be knowing who these dudes are.
Yeah, they're beasts, aren't they?
Hey, we're gonna do this again, man.
Let's do this again. After week 1, we'll do it again. After we do week 1, yeah.
Baby, tell you,
I'm gonna bring a Memphis football player on your show one day. We're gonna have
all of them on it. I wouldn't know.
That's gonna be I'm gonna bring Jonah Gamble on your show, and you're gonna talk to him.
Every one of them on here. if you bring Seth, Andy Kaufman looking ass on here, like he looks like Andy Kaufman, like real. Hey, bro, Colorado, bro.
Man, get that out of this shot.
Bro. We not playing with y'all, bro.
Hey,
but
man. Hey, celebrate your 4 wins this year, man.
With the hard way. I'm looking at that, but that thing looking shaky.
Yeah, that thing looking not good.
Hey, bro. Props to Coach Bryant, though, man. That's all I know. That's all I know for sure. Speaking of which, number 2. Shout out to my boy Shadeur Sanders. Shout out to my girl Cameron Brink. Big boy, big girl shoe deals, man. I got the notification on my phone, man. Nike let me know.
That's wild.
Shadeur Sanders signs a deal with Nike. Come on, man. We're not playing with y'all.
This is why I love NIL stuff, man. Because like when has that ever happened? Like this man's got a billboard in Times Square holding a Nike shoe, bro. Like that is so cool to me.
Yeah, bro. Shout out.
Yeah, I love it.
Shout out, bro. Hey, I need an NIL deal for my kid, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
It's coming. It's coming. You gotta start leveraging. I'll be his agent.
I got you. I appreciate that too, bro. I appreciate it. But yeah,
I'll be his agent. I know people.
Cameron Brink got the New Balance deal. Shout out to her.
New Balance is doing some things, aren't they?
Yep. It was somebody else signed with your boy Cooper Flag.
Your guy, Cooper Flag, yeah. Signed with New Balance.
Man, you know what I'm scared of, bro?
Would you hoop in New Balances?
No. If I'm an NBA player, bro, I'm signing with Nike. I don't give a damn what these other folks talking about. I'm not doing that.
All right, let me ask you this: if Under Armour came to you, what if you had to choose between New Balance and Under Armour? What are you going with?
New Balance, probably because they got generations of long time, super comfortable shoes, man.
Right.
Like, I'm looking out for my body, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm wearing with Kobe and LeBron and Michael Jordan and nah, bro. I'm not wearing no experimental ass shoes, bro.
Hey, we just made basketball shoes. Why don't you wear them in an NBA game?
I'm putting it on. I'm wearing what KD and all the greats put on, man. I'm not wearing it.
Right.
But no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it at all. Yeah, man. I think Nike released the official date for Ja Morant shoe, October 3rd, the Ja 2s. Hey, and I'll say this too, man. I talked to Jason Smith about this. The Ja 2s. Like, if you wondering what Nike thinks about Ja, all that Ja is if they kept making Kobe's, that's what they would be, bro.
Right.
For real. Like, it's kind of shady too, because I want to say that Nike kind of had some kind of thing with the Kobe Bryant estate, the family.
Right.
But they're not making any new Kobe's.
Because those new Ja 2s,
that is a Kobe, bro.
That is a Kobe. That looks like a Kobe low top.
It's a Kobe, bro. Like, so that's how much I think Nike really fools with Ja. That they literally, it's kind of like with Kanye West,
right?
Broke ways with Adidas and they kept making Yeezys, but they just wouldn't call Yeezys no more.
They just won't call Yeezys anymore. Yeah,
those are the Kobe's. If they were still dropping Kobe's, that's what the Ja 2 would be. Because that shoe looks, that's a Kobe, bro. But but shout out to those two. Shout out to those three. I forgot about and that kid's still in high school. Cooper Flag. So.
No, he's a Duke now.
But I'm saying he ain't played a game of college basketball.
That's true. He's a
Duke right here. He a Duke now. I'm tripping, bro. It's late, man. We're recording this.
Hey, did you see? Speaking of, we hadn't really talked about this. Did you see him with the select team against the men's national team?
Oh, don't tell you what I don't need y'all to do. And he hit me today, and I said, "Man, I'm sure gonna do it, bro." Like, if y'all think the this is a fun show. I hate to talk about something serious, but I gotta do it. If y'all think the Caitlin Clark stuff is crazy, let Cooper Flag be cold, bro. Like, why can't we all just get along, Ken?
I feel like, in all honesty, that the women's game is like, you've mentioned this before. This is the Magic and Bird era of WNBA.
Just gotta get through it.
You got to get through it. I don't think Cooper's going to have the same issues that Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese have had.
Because they're literally being kind of like pioneers to mainstream.
They are. You have mentioned
already mainstream.
The NBA's past all that, right? To a degree.
Ain't nobody. Well, there will be people talking about, oh, he's coming in. He's gonna be the best player in the league. I mean, because Luka did it. I mean, Luka didn't come in as the best player in the league, but he came in looking like I'm going to be one of the best.
The comps that were given to Luka, the amount of like love, and he's a good player, but there will be. I think there will be unfair expectations put on Cooper Flag. Yeah. But
I didn't know he was a wing. I thought he was a big. I didn't know he was a wing at all. I didn't know that.
The rhetoric behind Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, I think, is like what the NBA dealt with in the 80s, right? Like with.
Can you imagine how nasty that would have been if there was social media back then?
Oh God, dude, could you? There are so many things that happened in the NBA back then. The what's the guy's name? Kermit something that when he hit Rudy Tomjanovich in the face,
yeah,
like almost killed him on the court. Like it's stuff like if social media was alive and well during some of those time periods, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It'd be the ugliest thing ever.
I would have been buck wild. But yeah, shout out to the folks out here getting this money, man. But y'all act right when Cooper Flag gets it. Just act right, man.
Just act right.
Because I'm going to say this too.
Let him come to the Grizzlies.
No, white America. I'm happy for y'all, man. I'm happy.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
Anthony, we need one, Anthony. Give us one, Anthony. Come on.
One, man. Like, for real, though. I'm happy.
I'm tired of having to root for white dudes from Slovenia. Like I'm tired of having to root for dudes to have more consonants than vowels in their last name. Like
y'all have to pull for journalists at this point.
I need a Cooper Flag. I'm tired of having to root for Bill Simmons.
Yeah, get him, Bill.
Get him, Bill.
Humble him.
Ah.
That's funny, bro.
I need somebody that I can actually say that. Like,
get him, Woj.
Yeah, get him. Get him, Shams. Damn it, he's not one of.
God damn it. Man, said white people out here. Man, that might be kind of what y'all had to resort to.
Yeah, that's all we got. We got dudes from Slovenia and we got reporters. That's all we got, bro.
Yeah.
We got Woj bombs.
Yeah, Dave McMenamin. That's what I'm talking about. Go get him.
Yeah, Zach Lowe. Oh,
go get your queen, Dave McMenamin.
Exactly.
My boy texted me. Man, look at what's her name? Look at Malika, bro. Look at Malika, bro.
Hey man, let her live.
Shout out to the folks, bro. Shout out to the folks, bro.
They're married, man. Let them be in love, man.
Oh man. Man, so go get your Nubian queen. Oh man. Number 3, bro. Weird story. Another story that I saw. I peep inside the Bluff City Media Discord and I see these things.
Yeah.
Some kid named Arterio Morris is rumored to be connected with Memphis. Did a little digging. The kid's got a rape charge. Like,
not anymore. It's been dismissed, man. It's been dismissed, bro.
Well, man, we were just excited. All the kids are in camp. You know, it's love and harmony. Everybody's here. No late additions. Everybody's enrolled on campus, feeling good. And then Penny's trying to add another kid, and he's got some stuff going on. He was dismissed of all charges in the rape trial, for what I've seen. But Penny, my God, 1 cent, number 25 for the Tigers. Leave it alone, bro.
Leave it alone, bro.
Just leave it alone, man. I'm not saying that this kid is guilty of anything, but Penny, just roll with what you got, bro. These ladies.
Yeah, I think that's the part that I was like, when I heard the reports, I was like, that's the first thing. Because honestly, man, like,
if ain't nobody touching them, you don't need to touch them, man. Like we touched too many dudes that didn't need to be touched in the past. Like, for real. There's a reason why these guys are available.
Right.
Leave them alone. Leave it alone.
Well, it's just so interesting to me, man, because like we talk about Penny and loyalty all the time. And every year we get reminded, I think, of how loyal he is to people. He has been recruiting Arterio Morris since he was in high school. And it came down between Memphis and Texas, right? And obviously he chose Texas, had the issue. I think he got into an altercation with his girlfriend or something like that. Not even the biggest story of a guy beating a girl in that year. Chris Beard, the head coach for Texas, got fired for beating up his fiance. Like, I mean, it's a, there's just a lot there's a lot there, but again, it just shows if Penny is loyal to you, man, he is loyal to the ends, bro. And so
I ain't know that part, bro. I thought he was just some random dude.
No, he's been in his life since he was a junior, sophomore.
Yeah, go get him, Penny. Yeah, go get him. Go get him.
I mean, listen, I'm a believer in second chances, right?
Yeah. But
third chances, fourth chances.
This is a major thing we're talking about. All joking aside, like in this particular case, is it just because somebody is found like where they dropped the charges doesn't mean the kid is innocent. Right. But does this appear from the common reception of it that the kid actually is innocent? You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Is that a question or is that
I'm asking you?
I think that when you have kind of the historical patterns of behavior that Arterio has shown over the years, that there's a level of like, I'll put it to you this way. You think Josh Giddey's innocent?
No, because I saw him with this girl saying stuff.
But why did nothing ever happen with those charges?
Because we believe this girl lied to protect him and probably,
And I think that could potentially be what's going on here. I don't know. Again, allegedly, this is what was said, but charges were dismissed, whether that's because they didn't have enough evidence or it's not true, whatever. But I would say that a perfect example of it is what happened with Terrence Shannon Jr. this this last year, right? Mm-hmm. There was a level of like immediate when he was I guess charged and accused of what he was accused of. There was an uproar of there's no way, right? Like this did not happen. Like there were people that were in his life that were like, we know that this did not happen.
Well, what's the uproar with him, with Arterio?
The uproar is, God, he's got some issues, bro.
For real?
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm back again. Leave this alone, Penny. Because when you said that this feels like the girl just dropped it, but it very well might have happened. Like, leave it alone. I don't know, man. You leave this alone, bro. Like,
the fact that we have to have this conversation makes you say, "Hey, man,
we got too many eyes on us already,
like,
man.
Just leave it alone."
Leave
like,
it alone.
Yeah,
leave it alone.
I agree.
Leave it alone, Penny.
I agree. And obviously, there's been a lot of reports about it. I think friend of the program, Hitman Hoops, is the one that you put it out there. Jason Munns, I think, has reported that he's hearing it's not going to happen. So, I mean,
talking like it's already done.
Yeah, some random dude said, like, came out and was like, "It's done." I'm like,
damn.
And then he said, "Please give credit to," and then edited himself in his tweet. And I'm like, "You're a nerd, bro. Get out of here."
I'm gonna tell you something about me, man. You can call me a bird because if that Tiger basketball tree gets to shaking, I'm jumping about that junk anyway. Bro. It don't take much for me to unplug from that program, man. Because when it started getting weird and they started losing the rice.
It does feel like though it was like this offseason has felt relatively normal.
Everybody's there. I don't know these kids' names, and I'm fine with it.
And we're good with that.
If they walked across the street, I wouldn't know who they were. But I think, hey, that's a good thing. Cool.
But cool. And then all of a sudden, August, we're like, damn it. It couldn't, folks.
But no, man. But damn, we just saying, yeah, word to get your flag there. But now, I was about to say, hey, we having any type of Memphis Madness anything this year?
I haven't heard.
Damn, man. What y'all doing over there, man?
Hey, man, there's gonna be
I'm actually kind of excited about this year until the crazy shit started jumping.
A family. There's gonna be a family gathering in the plaza of the university.
We got 7'5" Asian Canadian Tim Duncan for the Grizzlies, but I don't have time to play around. Hey, either be good or don't, man. I'm not gonna play with y'all. I'm not playing with y'all at all. Penny, I wish you the best, man. But I'm not doing this with y'all this year. I'm not doing this at all. But we better take a break, man. When we come back, inside the same brain, we'll take you down to a nostalgia lane, Kenny Stubblefield. I want to see where your mind was at when you were a kid, man. We're gonna talk about that and more on the Answer the Same show. See you guys in a minute.
Of course, last week we talked about the Anthony Edwards comments. Magic Johnson has responded, and this is him speaking, although it's in tweet form. I never respond to a guy that's never won a championship. You just responded to a guy that you said you wouldn't respond to. You just did. You just did. I mean, you can't start up and say, I don't respond to a guy. You're responding to the guy.
There's certain people in this world that I give passes to. Magic Johnson will always get a pass with me with the comments that he
Not
made.
me, man.
And so,
not me. That's just terrible.
Isaiah Thomas said it best when he talked about the only thing that's happened nowadays is we have just done a better. They've just done a better job of glorifying the 3-point line.
When he talked about the 3-point shot has created the illusion that the athlete and skills have magically evolved into another athletic species.
Tune in to the Night Court podcast with your hosts, Rob Fisher and Brevin Knight, on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
Ja Morant and Zach Edey were videoed in the lab working on pick and rolls, and it got everybody hot and bothered.
Oh man, working on pick and rolls, post entry pass, lobs, like follows where Ja was crashing, Edey was coming in behind him, cleaning up. Like it made me fired up. He just looks so fluid and so smooth next to Ja that they look like a match made in heaven for their skill sets.
It's just nice to see it because it's all theoretical. Everybody's got a hot take when the Grizzlies used the number 9 pick to draft Zach Edey, a 7'5" big man out of Purdue. This should work. This may do this. This may do that. We've just talked ourselves to death about Zach Edey and Ja Morant. So it was nice, even for a 30-second clip, just to see that they were actually working on it.
Tune in to the $2 Sports Show with Rusty Whitten and Drew Gann every Friday at 3 p.m. only on the Bluff City Media YouTube channel.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to the Acting the Same Show. Final segment of the show. So I've been checking my tweets real fast, man. When I was watching the Colorado game, you know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, man, we got the touchdown. Just doing a little whatever, right? This guy was like, you're going down on this sword or something like that. I said, what you talking about, bro? Oh, the Colorado bandwagon. I said, bro, I'm a Deion Sanders prime time fan, bro.
Deion could be at Lane College.
What you on, bro? Like, booty ass up my goddamn man.
You going down that hill, bro? Down what hill?
Bro, my God, like, bro.
What are you talking about?
I don't give a damn what this man got going on. Pull it for him. Talking about some bandwagon, no bandwagon, bro. I fool with Coach Brian, bro. You folks are stupid, bro. Anyway, I'm not gonna play with y'all. Play with your bitch, bro. I ain't got time to play with you. Go play with your kids, man. School out Monday, man. Go play with them.
School's out on Monday, man. Put that shit away, man.
Quit playing, bro.
Put that shit away.
Hey, man, quit playing, bro. Hey, who you rather have right now? Shadeur Sanders or Seth Hennigan right now? Fuck out of here, man. Quit playing with me, bro.
I mean, but that's not the question. Who's a better football team? Memphis.
Oh, Memphis beat the hell out of Colorado.
Memphis beat the brakes off Colorado.
Memphis beat the shit out of Colorado.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm pulling for my boy Prime, man.
Hey, man, listen, I'm down for it. Could you imagine if
college sports, bro? I watch this shit casually as hell, bro. I ain't got no real investment in this shit, bro.
That's the way I feel about NFL football. I do the same thing with NFL football.
Booty ass schools, y'all be cheering for, bro.
Everybody's like, you got to get that.
You got to go to these schools and be hollering about, hey, shut your ass up, bro.
You got to get the red zone so you can watch all the games. Man, I could give a shit. I'm watching like one game.
Casually as hell, bro.
Yeah.
I don't understand how folks put like allegiance in like college football like it. Like, should be looking kind of goofy to me, bro. But anyway, inside the same brain, man. I'm talking about something that's on a brother mind. Other than these weird ass people being a brother mentions, man. Like, bro, I'm riding with Coach Prime, bro. I ain't gotta explain it to y'all. Get your weak ass up, man. But now, damn, man, snag that. I'm watching highlights. I've been watching the college football highlights the entire game.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Inside the same brain. What's on a brother mind? Kenneth Sofield, I got a question for you, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna tell you my particular situation. You tell me yours. We're gonna chop it up. When I was a kid, man, there were certain things that people had or that existed that I wanted. And I always said, when I get my money right, when I get older, I'm gonna have those things. And it's 4 things I'm gonna tell you what they are, Kenneth Stubblefield.
Huh.
Number 1 was a trampoline. I always said, man, if I had the money, I'd give me a trampoline and put in my backyard.
Yeah.
Number 2 was a dope ass train set, bro. I want a fire ass train set as a kid. Why? I'm talking about big boy, like smoking hills, going through tunnels and going underground. I wanted just a crazy ass train set. Number 3 was a big ass van, not a minivan. Something like a van where you could stand up in. Basically like a Sprinter now. Like I still want a Sprinter to this day. I'm gonna talk about that too. And I want an RV, like a big I wanted like something, and I still like road trips to this day. I love taking a good road trip.
Oh, me too. Yeah, absolutely.
And I'm gonna give you the progress report. Never bought a trampoline.
Right.
They also have no desire for a trampoline.
Right. I got one for you if you want one.
For real?
Yeah.
Man, you might stir up the old childhood me again, man. Just because you offer me more. I ain't talking no little exercise trampoline.
No, it's a big ass. My kids haven't used it in 2 years, bro. It's sitting in my backyard. I'm like,
I might get that job. I might take you up on that, bro. Never got the train set. Probably don't really have no desire for that anymore. What else as a kid? Oh, I wanted a big ass aquarium. I got that. I wanted a big ass aquarium as a kid too. I don't have it now, but I did have a big ass aquarium.
Yeah.
I had a big ass 55-gallon joint. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, big huge 55-gallon joint.
Wow.
Never got the big ass van. Actually, I did own a van at one time. Me and some friends of mine did some investing and they bought some cars, like some auction cars, and was selling them. And I bought one of the cars from the company, which was a van. But I didn't like the gas mileage on it, so I gave that mother right back.
You had to make an adult decision, right?
Yeah, got something else instead. I had that van for like a day. But yeah,
went through 2 tanks of gas. You're like, shit.
Exactly. I was like, no, this is not the move. Yeah. So yeah. So I did get a van, but I had it for like a day. But it still wasn't the kind that you can walk. It was like a minivan. And then I don't own a Sprinter, don't own an RV. I plan on having all of it. I plan on having, because my uncle was a dentist and he was rich as shit.
Yeah.
And we would go on road trips sometimes. He'd let us borrow his van.
Yeah. And
it was like the kind you could stand up in and walk around in.
Yeah.
Bro. I used to always say I was gonna get one. Never happened though. I still would buy one of them. I still to this day would buy one of them old ass 1982 ass whatever those vans are called. They had like the little V on top of the television. I still to this day would get one of those. But yeah, that's me, man. That's the stuff I wanted as a kid. That I said when I grow up, I'm gonna get one of those, and that's the update. So let me hear yours. I'm always interested in what people really set, goals, dreams, stuff they wanted.
I have one that is a copy of yours, but one that might be a little strange. And it ain't gonna happen. But the first one was a van. I wanted a big van, and I wanted to take all the seats out of it, like one of those big like church vans, right? I wanted to take all the seats out of it and put.
It's crazy because both of us end up working with kids and driving those big ass vans,
right? I wanted to put couches on the outside and just have like banging system with a TV in there with couch, like just so kids, so we could just hang out, right? Like I wanted that to be my ride when I was older. Never happened.
Bro. Hey, we gotta go and put our money to get us a Bluff City Media Sprinter, man.
I'm down for it. I love it,
for real, bro. I plan on owning a Sprinter van so bad.
No doubt, those Sprinter vans are fire. We have some friends that have one that just bought one. They travel all over the country, and they got one, and it is crazy. Could you imagine taking a road trip in that? Like that would be so much fun.
Once they get on the highway, they're not that bad on gas, though.
No, they're fine. They're fine.
Oh man, I gotta give me.
Well,
one.
I mean that everything like engines nowadays are so much more efficient, so it's like it's fine, right? But they got captain seats. They can turn 360 degrees and like turn it into a table with a TV, with a kitchen, with a bed in the back. I'm like,
and I remember. I'm gonna let you get back. I remember when me and Gabe's mom got married. We went to Hot Springs. We ran into this old white couple.
Right.
And they said that they did not own a home. All they did was own an RV and it would just travel from. They'd go east to west, and they'd
Crazy.
go west to east. And they said they had a post office box somewhere in the middle of America. They'd stop there and get to check their mail, and that's all they did, bro.
What a life, man! What a life.
We just travel. We go. We're in Hot Springs. We'll be here for a couple of weeks, maybe a month, and then we'll move on to the next place. And we go check our mail a few times a year in the middle of America. I'm like, man, that seems dope as hell, bro.
Sounds
so what
fun,
else?
doesn't it?
What else did you want?
The second thing is a little strange. You're gonna laugh at me when I say this.
Come on.
I always told myself when I was younger, when I get older and have a shit ton of money, I'm gonna have a massage therapist on call.
You might be. Hey, you already had that freak ass van, man.
Like I'm gonna have somebody. I'm a Deshaun Watson in this thing, man. Like I'm gonna have a massage therapist that I can get a massage anytime I want.
How's that working out for you?
It doesn't. I'm sore all the time. Like,
hey, that chiropractor life going good too, man. I gotta give y'all another update.
We need an update. Let's get an update on Wednesday.
Yeah, that shit fine. But go ahead. What up?
No, that was it. Those are the only two things that I remember going. This is when I get older, I'm going to have a van and a massage therapist.
Me all the time.
That's it. That was.
You can't get your wife to touch your damn back.
Because she knows.
Man, some childhood fantasy this man had. Oh man, I'm not your massage therapist. You need an actual therapist.
You need a therapist. Forget the massage. You need a therapist, bro.
But yeah, man,
that was mine, man.
We're gonna slide about to join.
Neither one of them worked out.
For Kenny Stubblefield. Oh my God, for Kenny Stubblefield's Anthony Sain. Shout out to my Buffaloes, man. Go Tigers on Saturday. Me and Gabe gonna be in that joint. Go St. Dominic Suns 2-0. You poor unsuspecting teams. You collection of children is getting y'all ass whooped by my sons, man. I hate to be like this sometimes, but we on y'all ass.
It be like that sometimes, man. What can you
be
do?
Like, hey, pick another sport for your kids, man. Go let them play something else, man. Cause we coming. For sure. But yeah, man, we about to slide about this joint. Hope you guys have a good weekend. Happy 901 day, man, for sure. Happy Labor Day to y'all for all those. It's Labor Day, right? Yeah. For all those that observe, you got a job. Props to y'all for being off Monday. And we'll see you guys next time, man. And we out.
Thank you for listening to the Anthony Sain Show. If you enjoyed this episode, leave a rating and a review wherever you download your podcasts. Also, like and subscribe to Bluff City Media's YouTube page. For comprehensive coverage of Memphis sports, head over to www.bluffcitymedia.co and find out how you can become an insider. We will see you back here next week.